Hi Criticans and Queens, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie. In today's episode, I will show you the positions that I will have on Bitcoin and Ethereum if we pull back up to my Fibonacci levels that I will show you during this episode. Okay, so I do have on the lower time frames a Fibonacci that I expect the market to pull back up to. On Bitcoin is around 22,978 and 23,045. Why? Came back up and retested Fibonacci levels. We had a previous resistance that we came back down, retest from below, we have a drop. But what I do expect now is obviously for the market to create another lower high, and the targets is 1, 2, 3. I already have the targets on Bitcoin and on Ethereum, but the overall move, I do believe that we can pull back down to 16,100 based on this Fibonacci level that we did retest. But I will show you everything in detail on this episode. Remember, I'm no financial advisor. You need to look up everything yourself first, but please continue looking at this video and I'll show you exactly what I see on Bitcoin, Ethereum. Okay, let's go. Came back up and retested 24,554, and this was the 50% Fibonacci levels that we did have. The overall target that I have based on the same Fibonacci is 16,100, and that is based on the same Fibonacci that we did retest at 24,545. On the lower time frames, what happened, because this is very important for us to understand. So we saw the market came back up, retested exactly. The market then came back down to this previous resistance that these two candlesticks faked us out from. Okay, so this is usually how two fake out candles, or this is always how two fake out candles looks. We have one resistance, we have one breakout, we have the other candlestick closing below that resistance that we did break from, came back down, we saw a retest, then we had the drop. This is happening over and over again. You have the same thing right here. So you had one resistance, you had the fake outs, we had another fake out from the same level. Take Fibonacci from high to low. What happens? 61.8% is there. What happens? Market take profit here at 22,086. Boom. This is happening over and over again. Okay, but this was something that happened before. I just wanted to show you how it looks like. So why I am using this resistance at 22,730 is because if we're looking at what happened exactly here, okay, what happened was that we had one resistance, we saw the market break above it, we came back down, retested it as a resistance or support again, pull back up, market came back down, we didn't have the power to hold it, market pulled back down, retest from below, that was the drop. What happened here, the market broke this level, you saw the retest, market then bounced to the upside. Everything that we're looking at right here can be fake outs, because remember we did retest the 50%. So what I'm gonna do now is that I will go down to the 1 hourly chart, and we see one green candlestick, and what I am doing is that I'll drag a Fibonacci from 23,256 back down to 22,706. That gives me Fibonacci levels 22,980 and 23,043, and this is also combined with a resistance trend line that I'm taking from the high, the last lower high. We had another lower high. You can see it more clear on the daily, on the 1 hourly chart, how these are lower highs levels, lower high, lower high, lower high. So what we're waiting for the market to do now is pull back up to the same level that I spoke about to create a lower high, and that could be the beginning of the drop. If this Fibonacci level is valid, take profit. 1 is 22,595, take profit 2 is 22,296, and take profit 3 is 22,053. Don't forget that you can also receive a bonus on BYBIT up to $4,450 by using the link in the description down below the video. This is also how you are supporting me, so I'm always available for you. If I found a good entry, I will definitely hold my position for a little bit of a longer time than the take profits that I did show you, because I'm using the higher time frames Fibonacci, and I also want to use the higher time frames target, because this is where I do believe that Bitcoin will come to, because the market needs to create a new lower low, which means that we need to break the last lower low. And the good thing with holding our positions for a longer time is obviously the low fees that we're having while we're holding our position. So this is why BYBIT is so good. So you have the link in the description down below the video, and you'll also have it right here in the corner. If we're looking at Ethereum, I already have the setup. So remember, we go back in time, we have a previous support turning to a new resistance. We have another resistance that we are now looking like we're breaking below. can see retest at 1,590 from this level. I do wait for the market to give me a bearish reversal pattern, which means, and I can also use the Fibonacci obviously, and that can take us back down to lower targets. Let's see if we have a Fibonacci the same way that we do have on Bitcoin. So what I'm going to do is that I will go to the daily chart again. And what I will do is that I will drag the Fibonacci from 2,337 back down to the low, and that is 1,035. And the target that I'm looking at is for the market to pull back down now to is $743. So that is the overall move. Remember now that if we did create a lower high right here, this was the lower low. So the market needs to break the last lower low to create a new lower low. So this makes sense. But go down to the lower time frames, the same thing that we did on Bitcoin is that we are right now, we're trying to break below this previous resistance. We also had some fake outs from it, so that's why I'm using this resistance exactly at 1,580, because we could see the market try to break this level so many times, then you had the market bounce back down. So that is why I'm using that one, and you can see how perfectly the market is retesting it right now. And we can also drag a trend line. I think it looks better on the 2 daily chart. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna connect it with the dot. So then we're gonna go down to the 1 hourly chart, and we're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna use a Fibonacci from 1,632 back down to the support at 1,570, and that gives me Fibonacci levels around 1,600 and 1,608. So this is where I potentially expect the market to pull back up to. Remember now that it's very important when the market, or if the market pull back up to these levels, is that we actually start to see, or I actually start to see, that the market is reversing to the downside. Because if we have big candlesticks that will want to break above this resistance trend line, we can definitely see a break, and then we see the market potentially give us a fake out from this resistance, break below the Fibonacci again, see a retest, and that could be where I actually sell the market. So sometimes the market just doesn't come up right away. You see the market retest and then I see a break. No, sometimes the market does fake us out and then comes back inside and retest the Fibonacci precisely, and then you see the drop. So this is why it's so important to wait for the market to give me the confirmations that these Fibonacci levels is actually valid. Okay, take profit 1 if this is the case is 1,554, take profit 2 is 1,520, and take profit 3 is 1,492. Okay, so this is the overall, this is a target that I'm basing on this Fibonacci now. Overall target, as I said, is $743. Thank you so much guys for looking at this video together with me. I hope you did enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification so you know when I am live or when I do have my daily updates, because I give that to you every single day, 7 days a week. Okay, don't forget to be on my live stream that I will have later today, 5 to 7 p.m. Swedish time, so at the end of New York session, because that's when the market usually moves the best and we have the best opportunities. Oh, otherwise than that, I do wish everyone have a great day. Okay, always remember to trade with risk management. Have a good day. Mwah from Sweden.